Hello everyone and welcome to today's session on Career Site Manager. Once you have converted your hiring mandate into requirements in CSM, it becomes important to track the requirements and the applications received against them. It enables you to plan the next steps that you will need to take to help close your requirement effectively. In this session, we will quickly run you through all the simple ways in which you will be able to track your requirements and applications received against them. First, log into CSM. As has been previously mentioned, the very first page that you can see on logging in is called the requirement listing page. The place from where you can track all the requirements that you have created in CSM. You can also access this page by clicking on the All Requirements option under the Requirements tab in the Navigation tab on top of the screen. The requirement listing page has been organized in a way that makes it easy for you to track where you are sourcing your applications from for the set position. This can be seen in the form of tabs on the page for jobs, emails, vendors, referral, sources, and folders. We will cover this source-wise breakup of the listing page in greater detail in a later module. For now, you can track all the open positions that you are working on under the All tab on the page. This lists all the requirements that you have created in the system for the position you are hiring. Let us consider this requirement that you had created for a branch sales manager. You can track all the details of the requirement from this page. On the right hand side, you can see the date when you had created this requirement. In this case, it is 15th January. It gives you an idea of how well you have sourced applications basis the time frame for which the requirement has been active. Next, in the center of the row, where you are tracking the requirement, the number 6 tells you the total number of applications that have been sourced from all sources against the set position. While below it, the number against new tells what the number of new applications that you have received against this requirement. Clicking on these two links will take you to a dashboard where you can view and manage all the applications that you have received against your requirement. Next, you have been provided with multiple actions that you can perform against a requirement. Under this Modify drop-down, you have option to edit or close your requirement or post a new job on Naukri or Career Site against this requirement, or edit the response filters for this requirement. You can also clearly see from what all sources you are currently getting applications for this requirement. In this case, for the branch sales manager, you are sourcing from 3 different sources. Click on 3 sources link and you can see the details. As you can see, you are currently sourcing applications for this requirement by posting a job on Naukri, posting another job on your own career site page, and by sending the requirement to a vendor who will source specially for you. We will cover vendor in detail later. For each of these 3, you can see the details against them and the number of applications sourced from each of these mediums. This gives you an idea of how much effort you need to put into getting applications from which particular medium, and you can strategize accordingly. CSM also provides you with a separate dashboard for tracking every requirement separately if you feel that there is too much data on the listing page. You can access this by clicking on the requirement title or name of a particular requirement on the listing page. Click on Branch Sales Manager link. The new dashboard that opens up is called Requirement Dashboard. It provides a detailed view of the requirement and allows you to perform all the actions that have been discussed before. On the right side of the page, you can also see an overview of the current selection process that the applied candidate are in. We will cover this in more detail in a separate module. Now click on the response link in the dashboard and you are diverted to a new page called the application inbox. This is the same action that is performed when you click on the responses link on the requirement listing page. The application inbox is where you have all the applications that have been received against your requirements. There are multiple actions that you can perform here and we will cover them all in detail. Let's take an example. Sugandha Sharma is a candidate who has applied for the branch sales manager role. You can see the basic details of Sugandha from the detailed tuple shown on this page. This is how a detailed tuple will be provided for every candidate who has applied. You can see the basic details like number of years of experience, her current designation and company, her education details, her current contact number and so on. However, if you want to see more details including checking her CV, then click on candidate's name. This is called a CV details page. This page lists all the details of the candidate. If the candidate has attached a CV when applying for the role, the CV has been accessed from this page. Since the candidate is now part of your system, you can also edit the candidate's info in case you have spoken to the candidate and feel the need to update certain info. This can be done by clicking on the edit option on the screen. Sometimes you need further documents to process a candidate's application for a role. CSM allows you to manage all the candidate's documents in one place for easy use. This can be done through the attach option on the top of the page. You can choose attach a resume if there is none, or in case you have obtained an updated resume. You can also upload other documents, say a previous employer experience certificate or passport copy, etc. by selecting the documents option under attach. This is however a 1 MB limit on the size of the documents uploaded, so do source your documents carefully before uploading. This brings us to an end of today's session. Use CSM wonderfully, intuitive interface and track your positions effectively. Log into your account and start checking out the responses you have received. In case you get more curious about our feature and want to know more, you can always contact us on csmhelpdesk@naukri.com. Have a great day.